Coming to you live from the Big Dome, it's the second round of your UAAP Season 76. ABS-CBN Sports proudly presents
Mariano the steal, Mariano the slam, and UST now into
teamwork,
they're looking to break that streak today. Ball right back up.
heart,
Javier, three. Oh, what a shot!
focus,
Then gets the press screen. Marks puts it down on AB.
power,
Luis Moreno may bola. Maagawan. Oh, what a move!
instinct,
Revilla goes to his right. Revilla puts it up. There!
confidence,
Rivera, all the way! Posterizes Garima!
pride,
Torres, Rondial tries to tip it to himself. He gets it back. Rondial gets it up again.
excitement. UAAP Season 76. Greatness never ends.
And after Ateneo wins its first assignment in the second round against UP 67-59, we get to the second game of our Thursday doubleheader. UST Growling Tigers, who lost their last assignment in the first round, they will go up against the UE Red Hot Warriors, armed with a 3-game winning streak to end their first round and begin the second round here at the Araneta Coliseum. All live, all exclusive, courtesy of ABS-CBN Sports on Studio 23. In high definition on Balls HD channel 167, and of course all over the Philippines via the Filipino channel. Boom Gonzalez alongside DJ Manota for the call of this second game. We're also joined by Cristel Batchelor from UST and the very hardworking, a girl who doesn't want to seem to leave the Araneta Coliseum, Kat Salaw, who's doing her second game this time for her school, the UE Red Warriors. Good to see you girls here in the second round. We'll talk to you in a bit. This game, or these games today, were supposed to be the Saturday games,
right,
for those who are weirded out of what's happening right now. But UE and UST, right in the thick of things, TJ, looking to break a tie.
Well, as we said when we ended the first round, imagine just 2 games separating, or 1 game separating the group that's bunched up tied for second and the other group bunched up tied for fifth, which is virtually third if you want to look at it that way. And 1 win could really spell a big difference right now. That's why every single game matters. As you look at the team standings, where they are for these 2 teams right now, they are tied for second or for third place right now, technically, at 4-3 right there. And you've got the NU Bulldogs, who won yesterday. They are solo second right now at 5-3. The winner today will tie them at second place. But interestingly, it's how they got here is what's interesting. UE started at 1-3, Boom, to start the first round. Then they were rattled off 3 huge wins. Specifically, the first 2 was against Ateneo and then LaSalle, and then they beat UP to end the first round. As for UST, they lost to Ateneo to end their first round campaign, which was a big win for Ateneo. But of course, UST also wanted to go up solo second place at that time if they won.
And this all definitely matters, especially coupled with the FEU loss yesterday, which assures everybody here in the UAAP of a Final Four format. Okay, let's backtrack a bit, TJ. Balik tayo sa July 13 at the Mall of Asia Arena when these 2 teams met. Now, this was a day when Jeric Teng did not play his first game after the injury against National University. Charles Mami was suspended, so he wasn't there. And the trio, the triumvirate of Mariano, at si Dakiwag, at si Abdul had career numbers.
That's right. Even Kevin Frere chipped in as well, very big as well in that game. So hard to use this to judge today's game because that was something that was really phenomenal for UST. Now, they played with so much inspiration, so much pride for their school and for their team that they wanted badly to win that game. As inspiration for their injured compatriot. And for UE naman, syempre wala si Mami for the first time. So nag-adjust din sila to play without their big anchor in the paint. Remember, it's not just his offense or his output in the points, but his rebounds and his defense as well.
They turned a 34 all halftime into an 88-77 win, talking about Abdul and the rest of the UST Growling Tigers. And we'll talk more about these 2 teams when we come back here on Studio 23.
UAAP Season 76. Greatness never ends. We'll the Red Warriors continue their winning ways and slay more giants in the league. With Tang expected to return back to action in the second round, can the Growling Tigers roar all the way to the top?
Three-game winning streak for the UE Red Warriors, and of course the news of Jeric Teng returning to the second round. But the question is when in the second round.
Okay.
Babalitaan namin kayo maya-maya po lamang. Ito po ang labanan ng UE at UST. We're back inside the Big Dome, the Araneta Coliseum, to talk about UST now. Jeric Teng, 15-point average. That's what they're losing in these games now since he went down against National University. They have dropped to number 5 in terms of offensive numbers compared to last year's numbers at number 3. But the good news is they've been able to spread out the distribution of points. But on the flip side, TJ, they still have not been able to find consistency when it comes to that.
Exactly, and as well from the bench, you look at their scoring, they are starter heavy, if there's such a term. You know, they're actually only 5th place in the league in terms of bench scoring at that 22.5 when they win and 17.7 when they lose. So they're heavily reliant on their starters. In fact, 4 of their 5 starters average in double digits, and the only one who doesn't, Clark Bautista, averages 9.9. So
Right there.
I would round that off
Right there.
to
He's
double
right
digits.
there. Yeah.
Exactly. So pag may isa o dalawa na starter ang USC na hindi in sync, not in their game, they have trouble and they struggle. And all the more now they need consistency from everybody else with Jeric Teng out with that injury and missing that 15 points a game.
All right, let's bring back Cristel Bachelor into this conversation. Makichismis tayo kay Cristel. Cristel, obviously that is the big issue. Jeric Teng, is he playing? Is he not playing? When will he be playing? And meron din kaming nabalitaan na nag-change address daw ang buong koponan ng UST. Tell us all about that, please, Cristel.
Well, unfortunately, the Growling Tigers will have to play today without the help of Jeric Teng, as he will still be unable to play for today. He wants to take his recovery slowly but surely. So for now, he will be prolonging his rest period, and there is still no definite game where he will be returning. No worries though, our team captain has been recovering so well. In fact, he's no longer wearing his cast. And for the past few practices, he has been joining the team again in their drills. And as for the team, tama kayo sinabi mo dyan kanina, no, meron silang bagong address. This is because they have now moved into the UST Gymnasium, or what we call the Quadricentennial Pavilion. Isa itong yearly tradition na ginagawa ng Tigers para mas mapag-inam ang kanilang bonding. At sa pagbisita ko nga doon kahapon, no, nakita ko ang talagang kanilang bond. At syempre paglabas doon sa kanilang tinatawag na lair, ensayo agad ang kanilang inaatupag. Of course, Coach Pedro Herencio said it would intensify their chemistry even more and would hopefully extend up to their relationship inside the court. It's all for now, Women TJ.
Maraming salamat, Cristel. Napakaganda naman ang gym nyo dyan sa UST, and I don't blame them for all moving in, but it's thanks for telling us about that, a yearly tradition, especially when they're going all the way, and lately they've had a strong team, and they're looking to go all the way, of course, this year, all the way to the finals again, talking about the Growling Tigers. Lipat naman tayo sa kabila. The UE Red Warriors, nabanggit na namin, armado ng tatlong sunod-sunod na dikit-dikit na panalo. Going into this second round, of course, they did not have Charles Mami in the lineup back when they met UST, but he has been, as the graphic says, the chairman of the board.
He has been absolutely
Monster.
huge for them. Monster talaga. Nakita mo yung t-shirt niya ngayon. Lagot niya kay Mami. Okay, anyway, look at their numbers and their wins. They averaged 50.7 rebounds and their losses 46. But that doesn't tell the whole story. I want to look at the difference in the rebounds. They win the boards by 7 or more in their wins, and they lose the boards by almost 2 rebounds per game in their losses. And you look at the offensive rebounds, that's 5 possessions that they lose in their losses. That's a potential 10 or more points right there. That is huge. So you need to have that consistency of aggressiveness on the boards. And it's not just Mami. It can't just be Mami. He's only one guy, although he's a huge guy who can grab a lot of boards, but the whole team has to make an effort. If they don't get the rebound, they can box out to help them get the boards, and everybody else should help and make this a whole team effort.
Of his almost 18 rebounds, 10 of them he averages offensively, and he's number 1 also in that department. Okay, nakapahinga na yata ng konti ito si Kat Salaw, so ibalik na natin at pagtrabahuin uli natin, Kats. You know, TJ mentioned earlier, 1-3 start and then 3 straight wins. How does Coach Boise Samar feel about this? I'm sure it's good, but what has he told you during your conversations?
Well, you know, Boom and TJ, with a sort of 0 to hero, or in our case, 0 to 4 story of UE, UE could stand for more than University of the East. Now, some could say it's unbelievable that we're in this spot, but it's also one guy who has been believing all time in the undeniable talent of UE, and that is Coach Boise Samar. Sabi niya that surpassing the 311 mark is already an amazing achievement in itself. Now, he said after losing thrice, the Warriors found it in themselves to stop depending on sole players like Charles Mami and Roy Sumang. And Coach said that because the Warriors own their losses and responsibilities, they were prepared to win 3 straight games. Boom, CJ?
All right, huminga ka muna ng konti, Kats, ha? And she'll be reporting all throughout the game for UE. And let's talk about the matchup, the unavoidable matchup between Charles Mami and Karim Abdul on our Gatorade Fuel duel of the game, because with Gatorade, they are fueled for the win.
And nabanggit mo na monster kanina. This is a monster matchup right there
It
with
is.
these two guys going at it. Mami has a bit of the advantage in terms of size and length and in the average number of rebounds. So Karim Abdul will have his work cut out for him today. Normally, he's just getting the brunt when he attacks, but now he's got to play great defense as well.
We were robbed of a matchup in the first round, but we'll see that here in the second round. Coach Pido Harencio getting his boys ready to go up against Coach Boise Samar and the UE Red Warriors after these here on Studio 23.
UAAP Season 76. Greatness never ends.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very pleasant afternoon from the Big Dome, the Sparta Araneta Coliseum, as we bring you our main game for today in your Season 76 of the UAAP. Let's meet the starters for the UST Growling Tigers. At point guard number 6, Ed Dakiwag. Off guard number 9, Clark Bautista. Center number 20, Karim Abdul. Power forward number 13, Paulo Pe. And at forward number 7, Kevin Perez. The head coach of the Growling Tigers is Pido Harencio. And now the starting 5 for the UE Red Warriors. At power forward number 9, Adrian Santos. Forward number 17, J.M. Lopez. Center number 12, Charles May. Off-guard number 10, Robert Rosales. And at point guard number 6, Roy Sula. And the Red Warriors is Boise Samar.
We are back with you from inside the Araneta Coliseum, and we are getting ready to go here. UE versus UST, our starting 5 on your screens, brought to you by Hanes, America's leading underwear brand. Really no changes for UE. They've been warming up. They warmed up separately from the rest of the crew, talking about their starting 5. Paulo Pe will be joining Abdul in the front line as it's time to start the fun. UST round 2. Bautista and Ferrer Dakiwag. Without Jeric Teng, for those of you who just tuned in, he's still day-to-day. The update though, TJ, with Jeric Teng is, as Cristel mentioned, wala na yung cast. But they're now, I had a chat with him, and they're now working on his flexibility and strengthening dahil di nga niya may stretch na masyado. Dahil matagal nang nakakast, as Mami breaks the silence in this game. 2-0, courtesy of UE. And when I asked him whether he was already shooting, he said only in close distances.
Hindi pa yung malayuan.
Di pa. Masakit pa daw. But in terms of the injury, hindi naman masakit. In terms of the injury, officially, according to his doctor, he is 100% healed. He is just not rehabilitated yet.
Iba yung healed sa malakas.
Correct.
Iba yung healed sa
Back to
strong
normal
enough.
na,
Yeah. And the control of that muscle. Remember
Yes.
how critical that shoulder is for him to shoot. And he's been shooting well the last 2 years.
An offensive foul from the UST side as we bring in Cristel Batchelor for this Samson Courtside update.
Boom, in lineup what I said earlier about the Tigers now dorming in one place. Coach Pidojarenko said they will be able to monitor the players now more closely. Nagdag pa ni Coach, mas titibayin din nila ang kanilang sistema dito sa second quarter. Ani pa nga niya, the Tigers will be playing in one game at a time, but their only goal is, of course, to win. In my conversation also with Karim Abdul, he added the team had tactically looked into the tendencies of each contenders they have faced. And quoting him, he said, "We are now mentally stronger, but we can never be so sure of a game. So the best that we can do is to defend and play well." Boom and TJ.
Maraming salamat, Cristel. Samsung Smart TV Courtside Update, the most advanced Samsung TV experience ever. Well, by this time, teams have really scouted each other well enough by the second round.
Iba yung scout na you've actually played
Yep.
against them as well. So
Yep.
you can really see how they adjust to what you do as well.
Abdul, ipinilit, wala. Very active though is Karim Abdul at the outset of this game. Eto na naman. Roy Sumang, Noble against Paulo Pe. Back to Sumang. Sumang thought about it. Bumali pa, wala. Balik sa kanyang bola pero natapik ni Abdul. Nangunguna si Dakiwag.
Good leak out there by Dakiwag, seeing that Abdul already called that defensive rebound to get that easy layup.
A trap Noble. Casajeros. Tapped away by Karim Abdul. Your food's perfect. Combination muna tayo. Pasta, perfect combination. Pure Foods tender, juicy chicken cheese. Hot dog Noble will sit down right away. As Mami crowded, forcing, trying to put it up. Adi Santos, who is also an excellent offensive rebounder.
It's an interesting strategy for USC. It's not a hard double team on Mami, but Abdul is just playing the second line of defense behind Paulo Pe.
Yakisobrang move brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba. Yakisobrang sarap. Dakiwag against Casajeros. Bautista from 16. Wala. Tapik papupunta kay Ferrer. Abdul is number 4 in rebounding in the league after one round. Mami is number 1. And the advantage that he has over Mami is that mid-range jumper. And he proves it there as they're up 6-2 here. Santos umatake. Gets it back. Casajeros for 3. That's short. And Paulo Pe.
Look at the contact inside.
Dakiwag nagmamadali. Nailang. Sumido. Ang pumalit kay JM Noble kanina. Sumang, nowhere to go. Sumido, the lefty, got it. 6-4, very high energy start for both teams here. Coached by two players who come from their own schools, UE and UST, Coach Boise and Coach Pido. Great guards and battles against each other too, as Abdul again knocks it down.
Charles Mami admitting that it's his fault. He didn't rotate out to Karim Abdul. Nawala siya din sa bangkaan sa loob eh.
6 na puntos na naiambag ni Karim Abdul. Sumang to Santos. Excellent move for the veteran.
Step. And you know, the confidence goes up a little higher when they see that Abdul is not in the paint. So much easier for them to drive and less of a shot blocking presence for the USA defense.
Bautista for 3, gets it to go. And that signals the first time out of the game. 11-6 is the score. Join the break movement. Have a break, have a Kit Kat. We come back from a timeout and UST able to force a turnover of JR Sumido. Ito muna, PS Bank maasahan assist. Simple lang mag-ipon sa PS Bank. Open up a savings account. A little press coming from UST which forced Sumido into a giveaway. Dakiwag loses the ball. Back-to-back giveaways for UE and UST. Double crossover move. Sumang. They rotate to Sumido. Never the shy one to shoot. Chris Javier has come into the ballgame also for the red shirts. Sumido again from the corner. Wala pa rin. And a foul on the floor. And it will be On the red shirt, Coach Sumang telling Sumido, tira mo lang as we go to Kat Salo from UE.
It's back to the senses for UE Red Warriors. Coach Boise always reminding the boys that despite a 4-3 standing, we are still 7th place finishers, which by the way UE feels could have been a 5-2 if only we won that game versus UST in the last round. And perhaps if we had Charles Mami then, but it's no excuses for Coach. And now that Charles can make his presence felt, Coach just hopes hindi maging kumpiyansa ang Warriors. Now with the urge to claim game 2, Coach Boise told the boys to stop thinking of offense, defense muna, and also control their emotions and the ball. Boom and TJ.
Thank you very much, Catch. Samsung Smart TV, the most advanced Samsung TV experience ever. And Charles Mami gets on the board. Actually, that is 4th point, rather. He started off the scoring
layup,
earlier with a layup.
Magandang cut yun in transition.
And a foul. I think it's on Galanza, on Bong Galanza. Tumuna yung galaw ni Adi Santos. Snaking his way through for a Master-winning move. Lose the oil, win the game with Master. Put your game face on then. A great taste white, grade 3. Coffee is white, great taste white. Back to live action. Nakiwag. Abdul with the fake. Doesn't get it to roll. Tapi ka ng bola. Abdul na naman. 4th best in offensive rebounding itong si Karim Abdul.
But going up against one of the best defenders in the league with this length and size of Charles Mami.
Oh, Olivares with a quick
Bang.
release.
Di ba nga sabi ni Sumang, tira lang kayo ng tira.
No.
Because he will keep distributing that ball. Drive and kick out is what Sumang has been doing a lot so far today.
Olivares has had a splendid preseason and a good first round para kay Coach Boise Samad. Bautista, lumapit. Nilabas kay Dakiwag, napunta kay Mariano, na pumasok na dito sa ating laban. 6 on the 24. Back to Abdul. He's been hitting the outside shot and he continues to swish the net.
But this is not just any outside shot. Ito, tres na to. He hits his first triple of the game.
That is his first triple of the season.
Ayun.
1 out of 2. 9 points for Karim Abdul. Dakiwag sa ilalim. Kapos. Masyadong malalim. Javier nandun. Nagkakaban.
Could be a foul with the over the back. Nayakap ni Javier.
Muna natin. Yellow Cap, big move. Celebrate great times with Yellow Cap Delivery Hotline 789-9999. Great times, great pizza. And Sheriff is in the game as we get into a Kit Kat break. Join the break movement. Have a break, have a Kit Kat. Abante po ng tatlo ang UST. Karim Abdul knocking down a Great Taste White, grade 3. Our coffee is white, Great Taste White. Swishing it too. 1 out of 2 for the season. Clark Bautista gets it to go once again, this time from the other side. That is his 2nd triple of the game.
And 3rd for the UST Growling Tigers. 3 out of 4 for them. And only in the first 7 minutes of this game.
And they are last, dead last in that department,
Wow.
TJ. 3-point field goals. Foul away from play. At the 2:47 mark, let's look at that play. Mariano finding Bautista at the corner. Spice up your day with the new McSpicy on a McDonald's instant slow-mo. Bong Galanza now will move out. As we see Luis Pujante marching in. Dami ng hinugot ni Coach Boise dito. Pujante against Sheriff. Olivares asking for the clear out. Very nice looking stroke for Ralph Olivares.
Olivares now leading them with 5 points.
Tawag sa kanya sa team, si Papips.
Papips.
Si Papips.
All right. Ang layo sa Ralph, but oh well.
Rap,
Ganun sila.
Rap, Paeng, Papips.
Okay, that's the transition. All right.
Siguro. Nah,
Ralph,
just assuming.
Paeng. Pwede. Makes sense, somehow.
Rafael, Ralph, Paeng, Papips.
I get it.
We can't argue.
Yeah.
We shouldn't. Bautista. Wala. Offensive tip in.
Ito nga si Bautista eh, di ba? Tata.
Oh, tata.
What? To each his own, whatever nicknames you have.
Ainga this time. with a tip in, and the lead is 6. That is the biggest for UST. Haven't heard much from Sumang in the opening stages here, and now he's on the bench. 2 minutes to play in the first. Another 3 on its way, and Papips.
Wow. 8 points already for
Yep.
Olivares. And he is keeping UE in striking distance here, even though si Mami only has 4 points. And itong si Sumang has yet to explode.
And he didn't take a lot of time to warm up. His first possession, he shot the ball right away.
Correct. Remember, Olivares came off the bench.
Abdul. Mami was there, they call a foul.
Konting baba ng kamay. If he had just kept those arms straight up.
I agree. Sumang will come back at the 1:28 mark for our substitution, brought to you by Smart Prepaid. Big Unli Text 50, magpaulan ng text. Sumang 0 of 2, but he has 4 assists in this game.
So he's been helpful for his team, even though he hasn't scored.
Abdul with 10 points already, 4 out of 7 from the field, 4 rebounds too, so he's winning the matchup so far. Cameroonian versus the Sierra Leone native. Swishing both, feeling good about his release today.
Hitting it well from the outside. I'd say about 3 or 4 of his shots have been way beyond the paint so far today.
Pahinga muna siya. GP Faundo comes in for Karim Abdul. Ito na naman yung press ng UST. Sumang finding Olivares. Olivares, iniangat.
Wow.
May tangan pang
Oh,
foul.
boy.
And
He is
the
on fire.
Cagayan native with 10 points off the bench.
And he's barely played 5 minutes, but it's been about 4.5 minutes on the floor so far, and he already has 10 points.
Worthy of a FUBU fearless shot for Aspayas FUBU International. And he's also the Do More Player of the game, brought to you by Rexona. It won't let you down. He does average close to 10 a game in 20 minutes.
But not in 5 minutes.
Oh.
And he hasn't missed. 2 out of 2 from 3, 2 out of 2 from the floor,
Yun
but
lang.
he misses first free
Yun
throw.
lang.
Yun lang. Yun lang kita
Oh,
sa-
nice
Uy!
move. Mariano cannot complete. This is a 21-18 count. Sumang on the run is always dangerous. Sumang spins.
What a move. What a move. The composure he had. He spun, bumangga siya kay Sheriff, but he still had the balance to go for the fadeaway.
That's just an incredible body control for Roy Sumang. They're down 1, talking about UE with 44 seconds left and 16 on the shot clock of UST. Mariano against Olivares. Sheriff against Sumang. Ainga with a pick. Ainga rolls. Mariano with 6 to shoot. Mariano thought about it. Bumitin, wala. Offensive rebound na naman ng UST. Pangatlong pagkakataon. 2-second differential. The game clock and the shot clock. Law from 14. Wala. UE. Sumang. Walang hintay-hintay. Sumang just endless motor running.
Really tough to stop him in the open court. It can't take one guy to guard him and stop him in transition. You have to have 2 or 3 layers of defense to really deny him that shot. As you talk about the creativity there.
Suzuki, fast pick of the game, brought to you by Suzuki's newest compact sedan, Swift Desire. Suzuki, a way of life. And compact, sabi na, compact is really the word for Roy Sumang. It's a small package, pero buong buo ang katawan. He's like a mini tank.
Yep.
And just like a tank, he will roll over you if you just stay there. And right now, they snatch the lead just like that nung naupo si Karim Abdul.
Oo nga, no? Big factor talaga yan na mas ginanahan silang umatake at drumive sa loob.
22-21. At hindi aabot yan kahit pumasok pa. That 6-point lead by UST erased by the UE Red Warriors. Some great individual play by a few players here after the first, but it is the Cameroonian Karim Abdul, the Jollibee champ of the quarter. Big burger goodness like no other, although UE ends the first quarter on a 6-0 run in the last 1 minute and 20 to snatch a 1-point lead. We are live streaming for free on UAAPsports.tv and iWantTV.com.ph. You can also watch the replay on i1tv.com.ph. Also, our replay shown on Ball Sky Cable Channel 34. This one, I believe, will be shown on Saturday. This game and the game earlier between Ateneo and UP. Boom Gonzalez, DJ Manoto, Direct Al Neri at the helm of this live and exclusive ABS-CBN sports coverage. Game between UE and UST. Your thoughts on the first quarter, TJ?
Well, as you mentioned, it was a big run by UE in the end thanks to the continued aggressiveness of Olivares and Sumang, and as well na timingan nung umupo itong si Karim Abdul, who was not only the defense but also he was huge on offense for UST. He led them with 11 points. Binawi mo na yung leading scorer mo who was just being creative in his own thing. It was not just because of running the system. At nawalan pa yung intimidation factor sa depensa.
So we start the second quarter with Mariano, Dakiwag, Ferrer, Pe, and Abdul. Only Mariano being the non-starter among the five. Para naman kay Coach Boise Samar, Pohante, Sumang, Mami, Olivares. At si Olayon, pumasok na. Ang lalim ng hinuhugutan ni Coach Boise as Aljon Mariano getting that mid-range jumper to go for his first 2 points, and UST gets back the lead. Olivares again gets it to go. Mainit.
Gusto ko malaman ano kinain tong batang to for breakfast, merienda, and lunch.
Wala
Please.
pang sablay, DJ.
Wala
3
pa.
out of 3
Free throw lang ang sablay niya.
from the 3-point area. Yeah, 2 out of 2 from the 2-point area for 13 points. Bisitahin muna natin si Cristel Batchelor.
Earlier in the first quarter, Coach Joe Herencio welcomed his boys with a cheerful tone and a smile plastered on his face. It is indeed a good start for the Tigers, backed up by the idea that they won their last game against the UE Red Warriors. Pero tulad nga ng nakita natin, biglang nakahabol itong Warriors. The players know that they cannot judge a game from another one. So just like what Coach Vidal reminds them, they just have to be a threat both defensively and offensively. Sabi pa ni Coach, kapag nakuha na ang bola, lagyan ng timing at umatake na. Huwag basta makontento lamang sa jump shots at maging agresibo sa bawat galaw. Boom and TJ.
Maraming salamat, Cristel. Samsung Courtside Update brought to you by Samsung Smart TV, the most advanced Samsung TV experience ever. Coach Jeric Deng, yan ang tawag natin
Coach na
sa
talaga.
kanya. Dahil he's helping out dyan sa bench. He says his day today. He doesn't know. He hasn't given us a timetable. But we wish him well. I'll tell you this, though. He's totally depressed. And
About
again,
not playing.
yeah, I mean, again, they're in the thick of things.
Yep.
They obviously want to go back to the finals. He plays, or he started the season playing like a legitimate MVP
Yep,
contender.
I agree.
And then that happened. And remember, this is his last year, so that adds to the
Wala nang
depression.
pawian eh. Wala nang pawian next year eh. Ito na yan eh.
That adds to the depression. But the perfect combination, pure food tender, juicy chicken cheese, hot dog. And he's now content to watch. Has been, has no choice. Sumang finds Olivares again, and this one he misses. And Santos with the offensive rebound, but could not control the ball.
Bit of a heat check there for Olivares, but can't blame him. He was wide open again, looking for his fourth triple.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, fourth triple.
Mariano thought about it. Umawas. Fouling. Kevin Ferrer, too aggressive on the challenge and the contest. UE again with the lead, 24-23. Let's look at our McDonald's Instant Slow-Mo Spicy Pideo with the new McSpicy. Layo ng inabot. Jumawas. Ferrer, free throw line, ties the ball game at 24. Big game for both teams trying to break a tie. UST, last year's finalists and the national champions. Coach Pido Herencio, while UE 7th last year, hoping to improve on that with the addition of a few pieces. And of course, the man in the middle, Charles Mami. He's been so far on the losing end of his matchup. Karim has looked really aggressive today.
Yeah, iba yung timpla ng mukha ni Abdul today. Talagang really want to show something to UE and to Mami. It looks personal.
And he has been really a force also underneath, preventing a lot of offensive rebounds. Let's go to Kat Salo right now. Cats?
Patience on defense and the offense and the points will follow. Coach Boise stressing that there is a difference between relaxed D and patient D. Sabi niya that he wants UST to get defended with confidence and dapat matakot ang Tigers sa depensa natin. Ralph Olivares stepping up early just shows the kind of improvement Coach Boise wants to see more from the other Warriors, but he also wants consistency more than anything. And Ralph Olivares actually heating up the 2-week break was good to him because the actually shy rookie is clearly no longer second-guessing himself like he would before. Boom and TJ.
Mahihain pa siya niyan, ha? Dahil nung preseason, matapang na kaya. Maganda pinakita talaga ni Olivares sa preseason. Thank you, Cats. Samsung Smart TV, the most advanced Samsung TV experience ever. There were games that he really showed Coach Boise Samar that they deserved minutes on the floor.
Yep.
Oh, the pitch.
Whoop.
Olivares from Mami.
That's a charge right there. Great defense by Ferrer, holding his ground.
Baited him, actually.
Yeah.
You know it. Referee Hector Villanueva, Jenard Garcia, Alan Manzano, and an easy call to make. This time it is UE with the press. McDonald's in San Slomo, nagpakita sa inyo niyan. Spice up your day with the new McSpicy. USC seems prepared for the press. Double team on Karim, showing some ball handling. Gives up the dribble, and then the step through, which is one step too many. But very active. There is no sluggishness.
Not at all. There's been some games na nakita natin slow start na parang he's not so into it yet.
There was a question of conditioning pa nga dahil
no?
But then again, he does have that body language sometimes that he looks tired, like he's dragging his body, but that's really the way he walks.
Or he's pacing himself.
Noble now with a 3. That is the third triple for UE and the 6th lead change of the game, and then they press on once again with a 2-2-1 press. Mami too aggressive, and a push will be called on Charles. That is his second personal, which will force the hand of Coach Boise Samar. Lucky Me Supreme moment. Supreme moment brought to you by Lucky Me Supreme. Live Supreme. Great taste white, great 3 by JM Noble. Our coffee is white. Great taste white. So over the limit are the red shirts with a lot of time, DJ.
Wow, 6:27 to go. We're going to see free throws the rest of the way. Every time a whistle is blown for a foul on the side of a UE defense.
Look at the flip and the stroke of Karim Abdul today.
Very confident stroke today.
The follow-through has been there. 12 points for him. Fall away from play once again. We expected these two teams to really go at it, and right now the score is reflective of it, 27-26. We have only 2 ties, but we've had 6 lead changes as Olivares comes back in right away. McDonald's in slow-mo, catching this foul. Spice up the day with the new McSpicy. Hernandez in for Charles Mami, by the way, who has 2 personals. Noble, thought about it. Noble, setting up. Mayroon nakuha ni Mariano. Mariano looks left. Mariano says, ako na lang!
Strong finish there. And we haven't heard Mariano's name much today so far. It's really been all Karim Abdul on their offense. And that could get him going.
Mariano started the season with a bum ankle, if you recall.
That's right. He was not 100%.
Olivares missing that one. And Karim Abdul controlling the board. 6 already today. Mariano finds Ferrer at the corner. Nothing there, and Santos comes away with his 4th rebound of the game. Santos used to average 11 a game last year.
Wow.
Bumaba lang naman yun dahil kay Charles Mami.
Oh, kasi Mami's getting the truckload of the boards already anyways.
And of the 11 rebounds, he averaged 5 offensive rebounds a game. That's how good Adi Santos was. And Dakiwa going upstairs, but way too high. UST clinging on to a 1-point lead as we go into a Kit Kat break. Join the break movement, have a break, have a Kit Kat. That's their winning move. Courtesy of Aljan Mariano, lose the oil, win the game with Master Butcher. Game face on. How about a Nike power rebound of the game? Nike play like it's still summer this time. It is Karim Abdul. 6 boards, 3 offensive, 3 defensive. Again, live streaming for free on UAAPsports.tv and iwanttv.com.ph, and also watch the replay on iwanttv.com.ph. Coach Pido Harencho's boys hanging on to a very slim 1-point lead. His 7th year as a coach. Seems like so far or so long ago from 2006, TJ, when he came in as a rookie coach and won the whole thing on a come from behind in the series.
That whole thing was so unexpected for them as a coaching staff, as a team even.
And I remember that so well because UST came around at the right moment. Their chemistry came around at the right moment. Their first round was not as good as they wanted it to be, but they, Jojo Duncil and then Japs Puan and Jervy Cruz just started playing beautifully together as we look at this Yakisobrang move. Brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba. Yakisobrang sarap. Olivares, by the way, with 15 points in the game.
And that example of how UST won it that year just goes to show how the UAAP is so unpredictable. Even in the second round, when you think some team is lagging behind by 3 or 4 games, they can make a 3-4 game run, break through the Final Four, and then still get to the finals.
I mean, you can go back to other examples like UE going up 14-0.
The sweep, yeah, but LaSalle beating them.
Right? Now LaSalle going through a step ladder too. Pahirapan pa, no, di ba? Naalala mo yun. And this, talking about unpredictable, one of the most unpredictable seasons in a long time.
Yep.
We're tied again at 30. That is the 3rd deadlock of the game and a traveling infraction called on Andy Santos.
Wala pa talaga makalayo dito. I think the biggest lead was 6 points.
The biggest lead was 6 points.
Was 6 points.
The UST.
Yep.
That was towards the end of the first half. First quarter, rather. Pe finds Takiwag. Takiwag cannot find the hoop. Guess who's there once again? Karim Abdul. Ferrer, 16-footer. Abdul again, very active. Telling you, the energy level of Karim today. Takiwag, a lot of time. 12 on the shot clock. Abdul bulldozes his way, and he also commits traveling.
Look at the way UE was backing the paint defensively. They're just not allowing anything easy within 15 feet of the basket. Bahala kayo tumira sa labas is what they're challenging UST.
Noble gets away momentarily, but again, the hustle of that UST press. Takiwag 2 steps ahead. Yes!
This, talk about turning on the Jets there as he got that loose ball.
He like Kiefer, has this acceleration while on the run. Parang merong
bibilis pa. May extra gear.
Yeah. Suma from way out.
Oh man, almost got it.
Halfway in. And guess who tracks down that loose ball? Karim Abdul once again. 9 rebounds, if I'm not mistaken, here in the first half. Naagaw nga lang ni Roy Sumang. Sumang! Oh! Hinabol!
Wow!
Ni Kevin Ferrer, and Sumang commits the foul.
Wow!
Sumang tried to be a little cute on that play, TJ. Let's look at that.
Ito ba yun? No, this is the
Ito muna yung kay Takiwag. C2 cool and clean steal of the game. Brought to you by the new C2 Red Tea and C2 Iced Tea. Healthy, sarap, great with meals. Papakita natin mamaya yan. Kit Kat break. Join the break movement. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. 32-30 for UST. Tignan muna natin itong play na to. Sumang is one of the league leaders in steals.
Gumit na pa eh. Gumit na pa siya to try to put his body against Ferrer in the basket. He could have gone straight at left side and probably gone way ahead of him.
Bostic Tapal King of the game brought to you by Bostic Super Bulka Seal. He is number 4 in steals, talking about Sumang, and usually on the run they're really tough to stop, but you give a little bit of a
Ito lang yan, ano lang yan,
Silip.
physics lang yan eh. The closest point from point A to point B is a straight line.
Umikot pa ng konti.
Umikot ka pa eh. Mababagalan ka
Kaya ang
talaga.
haba-haba ng kamay ng
Oh,
bat.
isa pa yun.
Batang yan.
Malakas pa tumalon. Matapang pa.
Yeah.
Sumalpal ka talaga.
A nice block. Under 3 minutes to play. Mami against Paulo Pe. Coach Pido is not putting Abdul on Mami, pero sa kabila si Mami nagbabantay kay Abdul, no?
And it's Abdul who plays the second line of defense
Yes.
though.
Sumang, babawi.
Look at that stretch by Sumang and using the English or tawag na natin yung pectus to get away.
And we're tied once again. Our fourth tie of the game. Him, Lo. Abdul putting it on the floor. 7 on the 24. Lo. Pe was alone underneath.
Nice pass by Lo.
Nahuli na yung pass. Uy,
That could
sumabi.
have been a goal then.
Yes.
Olivares hung onto the net. Or at least a technical foul to stop play.
Olivares. Sumido. Chris Javier for 3. No. And it will stay with UE at the 2:01 mark and a fresh shot clock. Ito muna yung galaw ni Roy Sumang. Yellow Cap Big Move. Celebrate great times with Yellow Cap Delivery Hotline 789-9999. Great times, great pizza.
What a stretch there by Sumang. He has done his part now to contribute offensively.
Yeah.
Look at this, another 3, this time from Galianza.
That is 5 triples for UE. And that has given them their biggest lead of the game. Seesaw battle here, 35-32. An entertaining match by two teams that are tied in the standings. Abdul, Lo, and a foul called. Let's look at this setup job. An Owishi oh wow moment of the game. Open to everyday surprises. UE catching up here with the 3 points. They have now 5 out of 12, 42% from the field. UST, 3 out of 6. Remember, in the first matchup, they were tied at 34 at the half.
Until it was a big fourth quarter run by UST to pull away.
Coach Pidot, tinuro ni Sheriff si Sumang na
Tatago.
wala ka ibang trabaho.
Yan lang.
Oo, parang si...
May tawag dyan, di ba? The coaches, how they say it. Asawahin mo.
Inaasawa.
Asawa mo yan.
Parang kung ano yung ginawa ni Mark Porter kay Romeo kahapon.
Yes.
Yun ang kanyang duty. A duty as a spouse.
I just love the way coaches give those terminologies.
At ano naman, he did his duty.
Yeah.
Sheriff. Lo. Dami pa oras. Nalilibre ito si Mariano sa ilalim. Di nila nakita. Sheriff from 14. Wala. Here comes Sumang again. 4 on 3. And a duty foul by Sheriff.
And look at how fast Mami gets down
He
court.
does.
He's what, 6'8"?
The Gazelle.
Pero ang bilis, ang haba pa ng strides niya.
Looking at David Ross wearing Silverworks bracelet. Courtside charmer for today. Silverworks live to play. A guy who started playing basketball when he was 9 years old. Charles Mami. He's not one of those guys who
A late bloomer.
na parang pagdating dito tsaka
Hilaw na hilaw pa
tinuruan
talaga.
or tsaka natuto. He said he was a rugby player, but he loved playing basketball since he was 9. So those are the two sports that he likes as you look at James Velasquez and Paul Samar. Mami, though, today, only 4 points and 2 misses from the free throw line.
Yep, not his usual production so far. He's helped on the boards. He does have 5 rebounds, but only 1 offensive so far.
Of course, Martinez and Samar, both guards from the UE Red Warriors. Chris Javier, umikot kay Mariano.
What a move.
Good stretch.
Something from the book of Roy Sumang there.
Wait, wasn't James Martinez part of that 14-0 team? Yes, he
Think
was,
so.
right? He was.
Naabutan pa niya yun.
Bautista for 3!
Bang! That's big. Para hindi lumayo itong UE at the half.
Lahat ng puntos ni Clark Bautista mula po sa 3, siyam na yan. Olivares.
That's a heat check right there. He was well guarded and he had
Yeah.
someone open in the corner.
Bautista, his first 2-point field goal. 9 seconds left. UE now down by 1 all of a sudden.
Behind. Oh!
No foul called. And then a
He
traveling
tries to stand up,
infraction.
so that is a
he
travel.
bumped, I think there's blood in his...
Meron, no?
Oh,
Oo
dahil
nga.
nagkabanggaan sila eh.
Let's see if the refs spot the blood. Well, he's being subbed on anyways.
Okay.
So the ref's checking him out now. So he's subbed out anyways.
Just like that, UST on a run. A 5-0 run to end the first half. Although it is Papips Olivares with our Jollibee champ of the quarter, Big Burger, goodness like no other. Pero si Bautista, malaki rin ang ipinukol dito para sa UST. 11 points, 3 out of 4 from beyond the arc to complete that 5-0 run to take the lead. 38-37, our 11th lead change of the game. Back in a moment. RCBC Savings Banks. My loans, it is life-changing. Seconds away from third quarter action with Casejeros, Sumang, Olivares, Manny, and Javier. A very different 5 for Coach Boise compared to his starters. Para naman sa UST, Abdul, Bautista, Nakiwag, Pe, and Ferrer. That was the starting 5 for Coach Pido.
Well, yung adjustment ni Coach Boise, Olivares with a hot hand so far. Only 12 minutes in the first half, but scored 15 points off the bench. Trying to get him back in rhythm again here in the second half.
So we begin with UST in the lead, 38-37, make that 40-37. Biggest lead for UST was 6, the biggest for UE was 4.
I wonder if Coach Boise is personally concerned about Roy Sumang's personal performance. Only 6 points so far in the first half. You'd want to get him going.
Almost, but not quite on the 3. No, when you do talk about Sumang, he has 8 assists in the game.
At least, ang laki ng tulong niya sa assists.
Abdul, 17-footer. Not that time. Good tap by Sumang. Casejeros, nagmamadali. Ilinabas kay Olivares. Not that time.
Look at
Mami
Mami.
with an offensive rebound and a foul from behind. Let's look at this play once again. Nakiwag with the drive. And a Yakisobra move brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba. Yakisobrang sarap. .40-37, 8:39 to play. Wala po tayong laro sa Sabado para lang sa mga... Dahil ito po yung schedule.
This is the Saturday game.
Yes.
And we will continue to play the weekday games on Wednesdays.
Yes, yes. We resume on Sunday at the Mall of Asia Arena. We'll tell you the schedule a little later on. In the meantime, 3-second infraction para sa UE.
Can you imagine how tension-filled this game is for both coaches?
Oh, yeah.
Knowing how close everything is in the standings.
And from the start, you saw how very...
Parang may playoff atmosphere na kagad eh.
At least in terms of them and how they play.
Yep.
A foul on the floor.
I mean, not to say that UAAP games normally lack in intensity,
Yeah.
pero ibang level eh.
They may sometimes lack polish,
Yeah.
but never lack
Of intensity. But then there are times we see it even increase in intensity,
Yeah.
of course, when the games get even more important.
which sometimes contribute to the lack of polish.
Which is part of the whole fun.
Yes, because
That's part of the fun.
it is part of the appeal of
Correct.
college basketball in
Exactly.
general, because you know they're not supposed to be pros that from morning till evening yan ang kanilang
Yun lang ginagawa.
gagawin.
Exactly. Ooh,
There's a
Sumang.
foul. Sumang will be called.
That's, you can argue that's a foul away from the ball that you don't want your star players to draw. It's his second personal foul.
Under 8 minutes to play. Boom Gonzalez, TJ Monoto, Katz Salao, and Cristel Batchelor with us for the second game of your Thursday doubleheader.
Oh, nice quick
Abdul.
move. Ang ganda naman.
Look at him, and
Bilis,
look at him. He's really pumped up to in this game.
You can say he was double teamed when he caught the ball, but it was a soft double team, and it was a hard cut to the basket that beat the double team. Look at the Mami was there. Olivares was there, but he just made a quick step turn to the basket.
And it was Mami called for his third personal foul after that Master winning move. Lose the oil, win the game with Master, put your game face on, and he has something to prove today. There's something in the way that he's moving and
Iba,
playing.
no?
Yep. 3-point play completed as we visit with Cristel Bachelor.
Tulad nga ng pagiging tie nila sa standings, ilang beses din nagtaya ang UST Growling Tigers at UE Red Warriors sa labang ito. At tila naghahabulan sila sa kung sino ang lalabang, which is Coach Mido Horencio reiterated the right strategies the Tigers need to use. He also wants them to guard Roy Sumang and Ralph Olivares closer. We'll get back to you on that later, Boom.
Sige, Cristel, babalikan ka namin. In the meantime, that was the Samsung Smart TV Courtside Update, the most advanced Samsung TV experience ever. Join the break movement. Have a break, have a Kit Kat. Our do-more player of the game, brought to you by Rexona. It won't let you down. Karim Abdul with a roar.
Man, has he
A
done
growl rather.
Yep.
43-37. Turnover first for UST in this third quarter. Olivares, walang
back
napasahan. Eto na si Takiwag. Dalawang tumatakbo. Sumang umahabol, but Takiwag maintaining control on the sidestep.
Nice composure there as Sumang tried to go for the steal rather than challenging the layup. Whoops!
Eto na naman. Takiwag again avoiding the defense of Roy Sumang here. Balikan natin si Cristel Bachelor for that report. Cristel?
As I was saying earlier, Boom, Coach Mido Horencio wants the boys to guard Roy Sumang and Ralph Olivares closer, whom he said are giving an edge for their opponents. Also in the halftime, Coach lauded Karim Abdul's improvement in terms of defense. What the other players just need to do is help Abdul in this aspect. Hindi naman daw gaanong napagod ang kanyang mga manlalaro, ani Coach. Kaya marami pa silang kaya ibuga para sa mga nalalabing minuto sa labang ito. Boom and CJ.
Thank you, Cristel. Actually, yung team nyo, naka 9-0 run ngayon, ha? Ongoing. Itong 9-0 run, cut by Adi Santos, who has 4 points and 5 rebounds, 3 from the offensive variety.
And for UE, they badly needed that.
Stop the bleeding.
Stop the bleeding.
Sumang hounding Bautista, the show by Hernandez. Bear from 18, that's way short. Not his shot, obviously.
So one thing that was the basket for stop the bleeding and let them set up their defense because UST has been scoring on these plays in the open court.
Suzuki fast break of the game brought to you by Suzuki's newest compact sedan. Swift Desire, Suzuki a way of life. Mami early attack right away.
Bago
Smart.
pa makababa si Karim Abdul. Although he knows Abdul's not guarding him, he knows Abdul is the second line of defense right behind Paulo Pez.
Tsaka sinusugal na ni Coach Boyce ito with 3 fouls. Pure Foods, crisp and juicy wingers, no bones, no hassle, no problem para kay Ed Dakiwag.
Dakiwag is an underrated open court performer. But he's probably one of the best open court players of UST. The way he's shifty, he's fast, he's long, he can finish right hand, left hand.
And another miss by Mami from the free throw line. An offensive foul. Oh, sorry, a foul on UE. JM Noble. 47-41 na naiangat na sa 10 yung angat. Na yung lamang kanina, DJ. Biggest lead of the game. McDonald's Instant Slow-Mo catching that one. Spice up your day with the new McSpicy. Double team on Abdul. Takiwag, nakawala. Tumira, wala. And Mami asserting his might as we check in with Kat Sarao.
UST seems to be successful in boxing out Mami because based on team rebounds, UE is below. So coaches told the small men to keep and help rebounding of UE. But most clear that we are being beaten dahil sa pasensya. The coaches told UE ang UST pinapasa ang bola, tayo hindi. Roy Sumang urged the boys as well, saying dapat lahat tayo makahawak ng bola. As for Ralph Olivares, his cut is under control and he didn't even think of stopping. But I'd like to share that in the dugout there are posters to motivate the Warriors. And one of them says, I will play with pain, it makes me stronger, I am a Warrior. Boom and TJ.
Maraming salamat, Cats. Well, I wouldn't count them out even with a 10-point deficit earlier. Now it's down to 6, 47-41. Samsung Smart TV, the most advanced Samsung TV experience ever. Players who are on the floor right now, courtesy of Hanes, America's leading underwear brand. Mami, almost another N1.
This time,
He's
drawing
not
the foul.
waiting, TJ, right
not at
now.
all. And he gets a second foul of Kareem Abdul.
UE, though, with 5 turnovers in this quarter. Kasi
And only one for UST in terms of turnovers.
Coach Boise helping out Nakiwag, and a Supreme moment brought to you by Lucky Me Supreme. Live Supreme. Charles Hilton, Mami is 0 of 4. Make that 0 of 5 from the line. He averages 56% coming into this game. Nice pass. A kick out to Ferrer. That's a foul. Mariano's also decked, by the way. And you know, Mariano's made of stern stuff, but he's staying on the floor, and that's not a good sign. His ankle, he's holding on, and he's grimacing in pain right now as he's holding on to his ankle. And Coach Pido, this is not what you need right now for Coach, but with Jarek Tang, and that's Aljon is just...
You can see it in his face.
Yeah.
Well, take a look here what happened.
I think he landed on the ankle of Charles Mami here.
Ouch.
Full twist. Aljon Mariano. I'm trying to remember
Which foot he sprained in the summer?
Yes, I'm trying to remember if that was his left that that just healed. Yeah, we'll ask Christelle Batchelor to confirm if that was the old injury, old foot na nadali nung summer. And of course, to check in on him and give us an update a little later, as we saw on our McDonald's Instant Slow-Mo Spice of the Day with the new McSpicy. Not for the weak-hearted. Ito, some people get a little easy with even with the sprains.
He did step on the toes of Charles Mami.
Involuntary.
Mukhang paatras pa nga si Mami.
Hindi nga nakatingin eh. Naipasa na niya yung bola.
But that was a full twist, almost a full twist.
Yeah, it was. But just as he was getting his rhythm here this season, so we're going to keep you posted in a bit. In the meantime, the lead is up to 8, 49-41. Sumang has struggled today. Ferrer sa kabila. Tapik. Look at Karim just
all over
chase the ball. I've never seen him with this much energy, at least for this year.
15 rebounds already, Boom. 6 offensive.
And some of them, TJ, are chased down, or he tracks them down.
Correct.
They're not just in the vicinity as Ferrer loses that one. (49-41) is our score. Sumang with 2 of 11 shooting. That was the number of Ray Ray Parks yesterday. Back-to-back turnovers. UE looking a little scattered here, TJ, in the last couple of minutes, as a foul is called on Tata Bautista. Moas will come in for Olivares, who has cooled down in this game too.
Still is the leading scorer of UE with 15 points, but you wonder when Sumang will explode. He does have 6 points, and that's all from the first half.
And 8
but
assists.
As you mentioned, Boom, at least malaking tulong siya sa offense in terms of assists. He has 8.
Substitution for UE, Smart Prepaid, Big Unli Text 50, magpaulan ng text, pasok na naman si Bong Galanza. Three on the way. Not that time. UE as a team has really just cooled down here. Bautista is blitzed. 12 under 24. Dakiwag. Double team on him. Taken away. Dakiwag recovering. At mauubusan ng oras ang UST.
Hindi na agaw ng matino ng UE. So possession never officially changed Boom mentioning that the cooling down of UE, they're only 2 out of 9 from the field in this third quarter. In the first half, they shot 44%. And layo. Add to that, yung turnovers nila. Nakalima na sila in this quarter. Sorry, 6 in this quarter alone. And we're not yet done. There's 3.5 to go in this quarter.
Oh, nice find. Nice dime drop there, 49-43.
Rare, easy 2 points in the paint there for UE. Normally, those are really challenged by the bigs of UST.
Sheriff Bautista thought about it, steps back for 3, that's short. Paolo Pe getting it back but cannot finish. Sumang cannot control. Here come the Red Warriors, but the UST Growling Tigers also back. Galianza. Nasa ilalim, huling-huli ni Karim Abdul. Sheriff now, nagmamadali. No numbers for UST. Lo decides to shoot it. He babies it. Here comes Sumang. He's at least 3 steps ahead. And this time he makes sure.
And imagine that, after all that move,
Exactly.
they're only down by 4.
Exactly. 49-45. Join the break movement. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Back here inside the Araneta Coliseum, JM Noble getting the pass. Perfect combinations. Brought to you by Brew Food Standard Juicy Chick and Cheese Hot Dog. Jack and Jill Chippy, our kada code of the game is walang basagan ng trip. Kada bonding Chippy. Or we just confirmed, TJ, during that timeout that that was the same ankle that Aljon Mariano injured in the summer. And it's unfortunate that he re-injures it again. The extent of which, of course, we don't know yet.
We don't know yet.
We'll
normally they'll know in the next day when they do a full X-ray and then MRI.
In the meantime, Karim Abdul with an awesome fake on Charles Mami who flew by. And they reinstall a 6-point lead. Sumang with his own fake pero nanakawan ng bola. But they stay. The ball stays with them with 8 seconds to shoot. Here's the Fubu Fearless shot for Asbayas Fubu International. Nakiwag back, Ferrer back, Olivares also coming back for UE. Dumore, player of the game, brought to you by Rexona. It won't let you down. Sumang triggering the inbound. They go right away to Mami, and the double is right there right away, but Mami will go to the line, who is shooting 0 out of 5 today.
Only 6 points from Mami today, but he does have 7 rebounds. Pero malayo pa rin sa average niya na 18. Look at this nice, aggressive, and smart move by Karim Abdul, faking off the big man.
That was Abdul with a Yellow Cab big move. Celebrate great times with Yellow Cab delivery hotline. 789-9999. Great times, great pizza. That's the first conversion for Charles.
From the foul line.
Hilton. Mami.
Hilton pala yun. Yeah, second name.
He's also cheering on his second free throw. Get him going, his stroke here. This is only a 4-point game. 2 teams have been battling throughout. It's a great game we have, TJ.
Biggest lead was only 6 points.
No, umabot na 10 kanina.
10 pala, correct. Tama.
Again, a wonderful move, but credit half that basket to Kevin Ferrer.
And confusion on the defensive end there. Nagturoan yung UE na someone should have rotated from the weak side because the double team went to the pick and roll, so nobody checked the roll guy, which was Abdul.
Nobody helping the helper, as they say.
Exactly.
Another 3 on its way. Olivares, like we said, has cooled down. Mami picks it up. Hindi pa rin naipasok. And Abdul collaring his 16th rebound.
And the way he's getting there. Yung akin to!
Look out! His energy level, TJ, looks like it's still the first quarter, actually.
All right.
As
It
Ferrer,
hasn't dipped at all.
ibinaybay lang yung bola sa harap ni Mami. At umabante na naman ng 8 itong UST. It's back to 8. 40 seconds remaining in the third. Dumawas. Umigot. Sapal. That's the pocket pass.
Beautiful execution.
To Karim Abdul. PS Bank maasahan assist from Ferrer. Simple lang mag-ipon sa PS Bank. Open a savings account now. Casajeros is back in the game. Olivares to Casajeros. Casajeros to Javier. Javier lumapit ng bahagya. Higher percentage shot. Mami trying to pick it up. Still trying. I think
Somebody
he used his
kicked it.
foot. I think he did at some point. 55-47 with 24 seconds, 24.3 to be exact, here in the third. Papahinga muna ni Coach Pido. Itong si Karim Abdul, that's a wise thing to do right now.
With
With
to pick up a foul.
Oo.
Have to pick up
Pahinga pa ng konti.
konting pahinga.
Extended.
Yeah,
Extended rest because of this 24/7 and then the quarter break.
correct.
24-second shot clock, rather. Dakiwag against Humauas. Dinoble si Dakiwag. Sheriff gets away. Ferrer, who has only one field goal in the game. Make that two!
That's big.
Huge. That one field goal earlier, that layup in front of Mami, where he was 1 out of 4, and then he makes a 3 right at the horn. But all of this still is a Karim Abdul show for UST. He's the Jollibee champ of the quarter. Big burger goodness like no other. 21 points for him, 7 in the third quarter. 58-47, and that is the biggest lead of the game. Babalik po ang UAAP Season 76 dito po sa Studio 23. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok. At para po dun sa hindi makapanood sa TV, I guess we've been saying we are live streaming for free on UAAPsports.tv and i1tv.com.ph. You can also watch the replay on i1tv.com.ph. 58-47. Third quarter was a big quarter for UST.
Huge.
That's when they installed a 10-point lead na ibaba ng bahagya pero naiakyat uli sa 11 courtesy of the Kevin Ferrer 3 almost at the horn.
Yeah, at alam mo, Boom, it's not just the offense, it was their defense. They forced 7 turnovers on UE. Made them shoot only 2 field goals.
That's
the
only
whole quarter.
And that's only 10 points for UE.
From the halftime score, exactly.
Yeah,
The rest of
37.
so they had 6 points on free throws and only 2 field goals from their
That's
4
an
points.
excellent point. Ralph Olivares really struggling as we look at this Kit Kat best break. Join the break movement. Have a break, have a Kit Kat. Olivares, 0 of 2 with 3 turnovers in that third quarter. But the good news, as Ferrer almost dropped another 3 for UE, is that we have a full quarter to go. 9:37 to play with Roy Sumang in charge. Baby that one. Dakiwag. Nagahabol si Santos.
Nice pass.
Bautista, masyado malalim. Kita mo naman si Mami, bumalik ka agad para sa rebound. Sumang,
3-on-1.
hinihingi yung bola. Sumang flies, gets the
And gets the
foul,
contact.
and
That's
the
what he can do.
bucket.
Kayang-kaya niya to draw the contact talaga eh. And he knew that better than dropping it off to Javier, kahit ikanya na niya,
The second leading scorer in the league. Look at that. Look at that float, the glide, and then still up in there, ibinaybay pa at kumuha. A foul. Number 2 in scoring, number 3 in three-point percentage, number 4 in assists, number 4 in steals. A complete season so far by Super Suma.
but I'm sure one thing that he would love to complete this season with is to get back to the Final Four.
Yep. The more immediate goal, of course, is to come back in this game. They're down 9, 58-49. It has been Karim Abdul's show for UST. Bautista also had the hot hand earlier, and then trying to get the pocket pass again. Look at Sumang. Oh, Sumang doing a dakiwag!
Oh, man.
Diba? Ginanunan
Yeah,
sa kanina.
exactly.
Pinawian niya.
Binawian niya. He just blew by him and then made him blow by again.
I mean, how can I exclude him when I said Kiefer Avena and Ed Dakiwag in terms of acceleration?
And open court
How dare,
creativity.
how dare me? Olivares. Dumire-diretso. Oh! Lumabas pa! Mami! Wala pa rin!
Wow, and Sumang was begging for the
Yes,
ball.
he was.
Open on the wing. He's frustrated now.
Dakiwag attacks on the other side. And a foul by Ferrer from behind. 8:16 to play. Yakisobra move muna tayo. Brought to you by Nissin Yakisoba. Yakisobrang sarap. Puts on the brakes. Lets Dakiwag fly by. And gets it up and in. Let's visit with Cristel Batchelor. Cristel?
Yes, move that sprain Alger Mariano had just earlier is the same left ankle that was injured last summer. And as of now, it is still swelling up to now. As you said earlier, Mariano has just been regaining his rhythm after a few consecutive unsatisfying performances. No worries though, Mariano was attended immediately by the team's physicians, and he has already soaked his foot with ice. Now, as for the team, they cannot afford any loss of their key players, but they are determined to win this game despite the unfortunate incident. Boom and TJ.
Maraming salamat, Cristel. And we wish Aljon Mariano a speedy recovery in that ankle. Samsung Smart TV, the most advanced Samsung TV experience ever. Balikan natin yung huling play when we come back from this break. Balik tayo dito. Perfect combination from Sumang to Adi Santos. Pure Food Standard Juicy Chicken Cheese Hot Dog. And it has been the theme of the game. Just when one team wants to get away, and usually it's UST, especially here in the second half. UE just finding a way to come back. 6-0 run to start the third quarter. Scoreless pa rin ang UST.
Yep.
Fourth quarter, rather. Dakiwag from the corner. Wala. And the tip by Abdul. So UE ball still scoreless. Haynes Comfort Team in action. Haynes, America's leading underwear brand. Ulitin lang po namin. Sabi ni TJ kanina, 2 field goal lamang ang UE ng third quarter.
Sorry, 4 pala.
Apat. Okay,
Oo. And then 2 free throws.
And 2 free throws.
So only 10 points, but more than that, they were forced to 7 turnovers.
Look at the explosion.
No turnover there, just turning ankles on that crossover by Sumang.
6 points in this quarter, TJ, after all the struggles.
Wow, 1 possession game.
8 points in 3 quarters, 6 points in this one. Law outside to Abdul, who has us on him. 7 on the shot clock. Dakiwag picks up the loose ball. 2 to shoot. Bautista. No.
Great defense by UE to start this quarter.
Yep.
Much more aggressiveness on the pressure on the ball. Check out this gorgeous crossover by Roy Sumang.
It's so gorgeous. It's
There
the
you
shake
go.
of the game, brought to you by Mogu Mogu. You gotta chew.
He lulled the defense asleep there with that lazy dribble. Then bam, just blew himself to the left side.
Such a compact combo guard. Itong si Roy Sumang. 58-55 na lang po ang ating talaan. Balik kay Sumang ang bola. Sumang against Abdul. Sumang fading away. Ibinigay kay Mami. Bang! And a chance to tie this game. Coach Boise Sama are playing cheerleader at the bench.
Wow.
What a run here. It is a 10-0 run. After this Master winning move, lose the oil, win the game with Master, put your game face on, and really, Sumang's ability to stay in the air gave him that opportunity to drop that ball.
And his vision as well.
Oh, yes.
Sumasabit ka na nga, but you keep your composure physically and mentally to see your teammates.
Hindi maikumpleto ni Mami. So, abante pa rin ng UST dito, pero hindi pa nakakatala ng puntos ang UST sa fourth quarter. Punta muna tayo kay Kat Salaw. Kats?
Coach Boise said we will really not get anywhere if we don't sacrifice. And in our corner, the boys are wounded, tired, and cramping. So, but the spirits are still fighting. And so this will really be a 10-minute battle, or rather a 6-minute battle of sacrifice. With these game circumstances, though, UE really has no excuse to lose. Coach stressed that there's no space for careless plays anymore. We have to let UST drive, stop their outside shooting, and keep that boost of energy that came in the last quarter. If we focus on those, sabi nga ni Coach, tapos na ang laban. Boom and TJ.
Thank you very much, Kats. Your boy, Sumang, has scored or assisted in all 10 points of UE this quarter. Samsung Smart TV, the most advanced Samsung TV experience ever. And by the way, he's also logged in 29 minutes.
29 minutes. In other words, all the offensive quarter has come from him pretty much.
And still no field goal for UST with almost 5 minutes gone by, 4 and 30 to be exact. Bautista wants to change that. They go to Abdul underneath. Oh, the tap from Mami. 2-on-1. UAAP has Sumang. Sumang drives.
A nice screen by
And the lead.
UAAP.
That is our 12th lead change of the game, the first in a very long time.
It's been a while since UST has controlled this lead in the second half. As you said, most of our lead changes boom in the first half.
No, all of them.
All of them.
All of
in
the
first
11,
half.
yes.
Yep.
All of the 11.
You
First
got
field goal of UST at the 4:54 mark.
lead change number 13.
Now, the question here, TJ. Gas.
Which team has more of it?
At saka that run took a little out of a UE.
Yep.
See, as Sumang is right now, look at him. He's laboring, yes, to go to the bench. And I think that's why Coach Boise is just going to sit him down for a while. Do more play of the game brought to you by Rexona. It won't let you down. A little jiggy between Manny and Sumang. And this one, a steal and a yellow cap. Big move to Sumang. Celebrate great times with the yellow cap delivery hotline 789-9999. Great times, great pizza. I'm sure he's going to get a minute's worth of blow for a while just to get his bearings back, and he'll be back real soon. Talking about Roy. Corner 3. Labas. Mami. And that will stay with UST. What a game. How many times have
what a battle inside, no?
How many times have we said that this season, actually?
I mean, I've lost count.
Yesterday, remember, when the second round came back, overtime game, both games, 1 point
Only
win.
1 point, exactly.
Donald Simpson slow-mo, spicy per day with the new McSpicy. Another 3 from the same spot where Kevin Ferrer shot at the horn at the end of the third.
So 5 straight points for UST to go back up by 4.
Good answer for UST. Santos rejected. 3-on-2. Bautista humabol si UAAP.
Hard foul, but he did go for ball, and he apologized.
And he apologized.
Yeah.
It was a duty foul.
Yep.
Great taste white, great 3. Our coffee is white, great taste white. What a big 3. Big threes for both, for the ones for Kevin Ferrer to give them the 11-point lead earlier to end the quarter, and then this one.
Timely,
yeah.
threes,
And he's been struggling. Tata Bautista has been quiet here in the second half, but all in all, 11 points. This is his first point in the second half. Roy Sumang.
I wonder how many minutes he's gonna buy on the bench and seeing USC get back in his lead.
Oh, nakuha na nila yung kalamangan kanina, pero mabilis ang sagot. Ang Growling Tigers, ang ating national champions. It's his creation that they're missing right now.
Yep. He took over. He basically took over.
Casajeros.
Oh, that's huge for them.
Nanlinis pa. That's his first points of the game to keep them within striking distance. 65-62. But it's also the defense of UE that got them back in this game.
They've denied the easy shots. They've corralled the defensive rebounds early in this quarter.
Ferrer will try again. Not that time. Tapik ni Abdul, mapupunta kay UAAP. Nangunguna na si Casajeros.
Nice pass by Olivares. Seeing Casajeros streaking down court on the other side.
Buying time for Sumang.
Correct. This is big to get him a good break. He'll probably come back in the next minute or so.
Under 3 minutes to play. What a game between these two teams tied sa ating team standings. Takiwag, ibinaybay kay Abdul. And a foul will be called. Abdul has been quiet here in the fourth quarter. No points yet.
And that's big. They didn't allow him an easy three-point play. They made sure they swiped hard at the ball. No easy baskets.
Look at this. Cold-blooded. 3 off a PS Bank maasahan. Assist. Simple lang. Mag-ipon sa PS Bank. Open a savings account now. Abdul today also been showing the stroke. 6, make that 7 of 10. 7 of 10 from the free throw line for Karim Abdul.
And the starters have dominated for UST. 60 points now for them.
As you expected.
Yeah. And only 7 from the bench. for UST.
Para naman sa UE, ang bench ang medyo may
Malaking
production,
tulong,
no?
22.
Fubu fearless shot for us by us, Fubu International. 3-point lead, 2:35 remaining. Still no Roy Sumang for UE. Olivares has cooled down, as we said, and he continues to stay in the freezer.
Here's
As
Sumang.
Sumang, by the way, just checked in at that last dead ball. Gave up the dribble. Tumira na naman si Olivares. Wala pa rin. Paolo Pe. They don't need that, actually. They don't need
they
the
don't
three.
need a big three right now.
I think Olivares is trying to shoot his way out of his second
try
half
to get
slump.
back into his rhythm of shooting.
Abdul from 15, not that time.
Look at Mami going after that rebound from way out.
Para kay Mami eh. 13 rebounds. Last 2 minutes brought to you by PS Bank. Simple lang mag-ipon
Again.
sa PS Bank. Open a savings account now.
Another early three in their shot clock. It's not what they need right now.
They've been so successful driving.
Correct.
UST. Libre sa tres. Tapik ng bola. Kanino mo pupunta? Kay Olivares. Nasa likod si Takiwag. Umawas. Has Kevin Ferrer.
Wild shot.
Olivares picks it up though. Sumang. Waiting for Charles Mami. Sumang uses the pick. It's not going to go in. Mami.
And Ferrer wisely slowing it down.
3 possessions, 3
Puro
triple
plus, ano?
attempts.
And all early in the shot clock. Hindi naman yung tipong desperado ka na kasi pababa na yung shot clock mo. They had time to execute.
And the lead is 3. Abdul looking for Bautista. The pick given by Abdul. Talbog ng bola. Hindi
Tayo.
inabol ni Olivares.
Pagod na rin. Pagod na rin
Yun
to.
na yun.
Yep, pagod na rin to.
Yun ang sinasabi natin dyan. Because that run that they had earlier took a lot out of them.
Walang dead balls eh. Walang fouls. It was mostly run and gun.
Bautista with 7 to shoot. Dakiwag, baseline drive. The tap goes to Umawas.
Uy,
Namumuna
buenas.
na. Sumang will make sure of this one.
Na buenas na nauna siya doon.
20 seconds,
Wow.
1-point lead, and Sumang
Is still tired.
is gassed. Can't blame him. We'll take a break. Back in a moment. So is Abdul, actually. Can't blame either team. This game has been played at a fast pace. Let's look at this McDonald's instant slow-mo spice up today with the new McSpicy. Sumang has played 33 minutes.
Wow.
Abdul has played 36 minutes.
And very intense minutes.
Exactly. Yun nga. Frantic.
It's the quality of those minutes.
Back-to-back timeout
Back-to-back
tayo
timeout.
dito, TJ. Oh, magbabalik po kami with 20 seconds left here in this game. Back here with 20 seconds left in this game. How good has Roy Sumang been in this chase? 18 points, 10 in the fourth quarter. UE has scored 19 points in the fourth quarter. He has scored or assisted in 14 of those 19 points in 33 very
And that's
fast
why
minutes.
he's this tired.
Yep. So we're down to 20 seconds. You expect UE to foul,
Not
DJ?
right away. Maybe 3 or 4 seconds. Try to get a steal here. Whoops!
Mahirap,
Delikado yan.
mahirap yung pasa na yun,
And
ha?
where did he land? That's the question. Where did he land? Will the refs look at this?
They're gonna review.
What did they say? That's a signal to review?
Yes.
Make it like a box?
Yes,
Okay.
TV.
TV. TV. We're going to come over to our side here and see where Kevin Ferrer landed just to make sure. And on the line. Heel on the line. Good pressure by Sumang.
And that was a risky pass by the
That's the worst pass you can make in that play.
Actually, you're
That's
right.
the most difficult and the worst pass you can make in that play.
Referees Hector Villanueva, Jonard Garcia, Alan Manzano. 67-66 is the score.
And UE has a timeout left, huh? They should actually start drawing up a play now.
Yes. Coach Boise Samar telling Mami, do not talk to the referees. You don't want to risk any, like a technical foul.
Exactly.
Diba?
And they should just treat this dead ball now like it's their ball.
And their
Draw a play
timeout
right
ka.
now.
Tama,
Before
parang
your
ganun.
timeouts, you have a longer time. They should just drop a play. They're wasting time waiting for the call. They
Okay.
get the call, so they're going to call their timeout.
So now, that's over. It is UE ball when we come back from this timeout. Balik po tayo dito sa Araneta Coliseum. It's a closer look of that call earlier.
To see that he did step on the line
Now
before he released the ball.
Yun, binato niya kay Sumang.
Kasi binato niya kay Sumang eh. So that, I mean, binato niya kay Sumang, it hit Sumang, went out of bounds. But before he was able to let go of the ball, his heel touched the line already.
I'll ask it anyway. Is there any doubt who's going to get the ball at this moment?
No.
Although, fouls.
Fouls to
Diba?
give.
Oh.
Fouls to give ang UST. Isa. Kasi on the 5th, you shoot it. So they have one foul to give.
Sumang drives. Sumang nakatakas!
Wow! And no timeouts.
No more timeouts
But
for
UE
UST.
has a foul to
Yes,
give.
they
If
do.
realize it, there you go.
And
Maybe that was
Sumang
too early.
fouls.
Maybe too early, but then again, he was sharp enough to know he had a foul to give. UST begging for an unsportsmanlike foul.
What
As he wrapped his arms
an
around it.
unbelievable play by Roy Sumang, manufacturing a shot, escaping Karim Abdul, no less, the guy who is number 3 in blocks in the league.
Amazing.
And then here's the foul. Down to 7.6 seconds. Bautista to Abdul. Scramble for the loose ball. Ferrer. Wild shot.
He could have passed to Bautista open in the corner, but Ferrer felt it upon himself to take the jumper off balance.
UE comes back from 11 points down, DJ.
Huge. In the fourth quarter.
In the fourth quarter.
Look at Boise Samar. It looks like he's won a championship.
Number 1 cheerleader guy.
Yep.
What a game. We started the quarter saying the only good news that UE has was the fact that there was a full quarter to play.
10 minutes to go.
Because that third quarter was horrible for them.
Look at this winning play.
And there's no question. RCBC Savings Bank, life-changing moment. And a life-changing move.
And you saw how close Abdul was, huh? He was a couple of inches away from tapping that ball.
RCBC Savings Bank's My Loans, it's life-changing. Gutsy move. And he does it again for the UE Red Warriors. That is 20 points, 12 in the fourth quarter, 16 of the 20 points he was involved. Either scored or assisted.
Amazing.
In the fourth.
And Coach Boise for keeping his team's composure this whole fourth quarter to come back.
Congratulations, UE, the winning Team Bonchon of the game, powered by Bonchon Chicken. Team Bonchon for the win. Big turnover yung kanina, yung pasa ni Dakiwag kay Kevin Ferrer. No? Pero sige, himay-himayin natin yan maya-maya po lamang. We will be back to wrap this baby up here at the Araneta Coliseum. Well, the celebration from the UE side continues here at the Araneta Coliseum, 68-67. Guess what? 3 of the 4 games from yesterday and today, all one point wins.
Amazing.
Jollibee champ of the game. Big Burger goodness like no other. I mean, it will sound redundant here, but Super Sumang has been just that, super. Let me correct myself, 16 of the 21 points, not 20, but 21 points in the fourth quarter for UE. He was involved, he scored or assisted. He has 20 points and 12 in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
He was rested for a good 2 minutes by Coach Boise pa, di ba?
Yep. And that was crucial. That was just enough to get his second win to finish, and with his huge winning play right there.
That's if I'm not mistaken, pangalawang clutch shot niya this season for UE. They get back at UE, who were their first round tormentors, 88-77 in the first round. So obviously, post-game awards will go to him. PS Bank maasahan player of the game. Simple lang mag-ipon sa PS Bank. Open a savings account now. Kung ano ang kinaganda nung third quarter ng UST, nagkabaliktaran TJ dun sa fourth, ano?
Exactly. It was UE who forced 4 turnovers on UST. They scored on those with 6 points off those 4 turnovers. That was huge. 21-9 was the run for that 10 minutes of that fourth quarter. 21-9. And they held UST to guess how much field goal percentage? 10.
in the fourth quarter.
In the fourth
Remember,
quarter. 2 out of 19.
Their first 2 points was Dakiwag with 4:54, if I'm
Yes.
not mistaken, left.
Imagine,
in that quarter.
10% field goal shooting for UST in the final 10 minutes.
Consolation prize here for Karim Abdul, who had a spectacular game for UST. 23 points, 20 rebounds, but came up short in the fourth quarter, not because he couldn't, but because UE also played spectacular defense on him. He wins the Gatorade Fuel Duel of the game. Definitely fueled for the win with Gatorade. Avida hit it home score update. Take one for the team and shoot now. Join Avida's hit it home. Abante pa rin dyan ang Adamson University, the hosts for season 76. Okay, pahinga tayo sa Sabado. Balik tayo sa Mall of Asia Arena sa Linggo. While big games, big games, everything has been crucial. Again, we start 1:30 in the afternoon for our TV coverage. National U and ADU. ADU trying to break out of their slump, DJ. National U trying to continue with their role. While FEU, who lost yesterday for the first time, going up against DLSU, will try to win back-to-back. By the way, speaking of, UE has won 4 straight. 3 in the first round to end the first round, and 1 today. 4 straight behind the stocky.
Right, 4 straight. It was Ateneo, then LaSalle, then UP, and now UST.
Roy Sumang in 33 minutes, 6 out of 9 in the fourth quarter for him. What a game, what a day. What a 2 days actually for the UAP. Kiefer Novena led Ateneo earlier on in our first game of this doubleheader. 67-59, Ateneo winning over UP to join LaSalle at 4-4. And then a pulsating game from start to finish. Wire-to-wire action between UE and UST, and UE coming from behind to win. For TJ Manoto, Cristel Batchelor, and Kat Sala, Juan Boom Gonzalez saying so long from the Araneta Coliseum. We'll see you on Sunday for more of the UAAP as we continue to broadcast in high definition.
UAAP Season 76. Greatness never ends. The following has been a special presentation of ABS-CBN Sports.